I had was like the suppliers, they are not confident of our shop being able to survive. So because of that, they do not want to supply to us. They say, who knows, you're going to close next month. You know, we've never seen someone like you doing this business. Do you even know about this business? Like, can you survive? You know, and there's also a lot of naysayers out there who's like saying that this business guy will close in 6 months.
Zahid, thank you so much for meeting this inspiring tale.
No problem.
And we also heard a lot about halls of spectacles. Actually, I've also seen it in Berita Harian. Actually, that's how I actually know about house of spectacle, because it's different. Because usually our community, we don't really have spectacle business, right? It's usually
something.
Usually it's FMD.
True. Okay.
So maybe you can actually introduce yourself, and maybe you can actually share how you actually started House of Spectacle.
Okay. So my name is Zahid, and I'm an optometrist for the past 15 years. So when I first started out, I was working in an eye clinic.
Eye clinic
Where we do LASIK, cataract, and all that thing. So I work with an eye doctor at Paragon, one of the private eye clinic. Then after that, I started to work in retail. So I worked in a retail optical shop just like this for 11 years.
11 years.
Okay. And then, of course, during this period of working as well, I tried some business on my own. So I started this business called House of Telecom when I first started.
Okay, so that's your first business?
First business I did, House of Telecom. It was doing well for a while, for about 6 years, until the Facebook page got hacked. So we lost all the customer, the client database and all that.
So back then there's no like 2FA to secure.
It's not so secure. So I had to restart again, and then things wasn't just as good. Then after that, COVID came in. But optometry has always been my passion, something that I've always been doing. It's something that I like. But I think one of the struggle I had was also optometry was a very tough course when studying. So I was, not many people know, but I was actually a repeat student. I actually failed optometry, and then I had to retake. So I actually failed twice. So I had to
diploma.
So I was dropped out because I wasn't exactly the best student. I wasn't exactly the best student. So it was tough for me studying, but it's something that I really like. So I put a lot of hard work into it, and then when I started working in the working world is where I started to learn all the hands-on skills, which is I feel much more important than what we study in school.
Definitely,
so that was something.
It's the experience there.
So after working, and then I've always liked to be a bit different from the rest, and I thought it's a good business, and it's a form of satisfaction when you help somebody see the world a clearer place. So whenever somebody, you do an eye check for them and then they can see better, then the happiness that they get, it just feels different. Like you feel like you are responsible for their vision. That they can see better.
It's a really important part of your body. It's your eyes, it's your vision.
Studies actually shows that 80% of people believe that the sense of sight is the most important among other sense. That if they give you a choice to lose any other sense, people will say, I want my eyes more than you'd rather not be able to hear, not be able to taste, but you want to be able to see. So I mean, this study shows. So it's really important, and when I say that with my skill set that I can help people see better and they really appreciate it, I wanted to take it a step further and do it on my own so that we can do more things.
So you actually started House of Spectacle during the pandemic?
Yes, correct.
So it's a very brave move of you to actually start during the pandemic.
Yes.
When all of those all of those things happening, and why and how did you actually start?
So I've always wanted to have my own business for a very long time. So but we always procrastinate. So they always say that the best time to start a business was yesterday. But the next best time is today. So the same thing happened during the pandemic. I always thought that if I were to wait, and then now it's the pandemic, you don't know what's going to happen next. So if I just keep waiting, it'll just be another 10 years, I'll still be waiting. There's no right time. So I decided to take the leap of faith. And my younger sister was also studying to become an optometrist. And then she graduated. Then I felt that, okay, now two of us can do this. My experience, my expertise, together with my sister. So we started this business of House of Spectacles so that we can take our skills further and help more people to see the world a clearer place.
So your sister is Shaika.
Yes, correct.
I think she's the one that I saw in Berita Harian.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So because she's young, upcoming, we always put her in front.
Yeah. So maybe you can actually share with me what are some of the struggles that actually you faced when you actually start up and run House of Spectacles till now.
So when we first started, as you know, this business is very unique where not many people from our community is doing it.
Yes, correct.
So some of the struggles I had was like the suppliers, they are not confident of our shop being able to survive. So because of that, they do not want to supply to us. They say, who knows, you're going to close next month. We never seen someone like you doing this business. Do you even know about this business? Like, can you survive, And there's also a lot of naysayers out there who's like saying that this business guy will close in 6 months, because they are not in this line, they wouldn't be able to survive. But I think all those things spurred me to work even harder, to try to differentiate myself from the rest. In the past, optical shop is like a brick and mortar concept where they open a shop, they sit down and then they wait for customers to come in.
Right.
And so I tried to do it differently, where we do a lot of educational videos about the eyes. We do it in Malay and English, different languages. So we try to portray ourselves as an eye care specialist, and we share about the eyes, so people know, they build the trust, and then when they come in, they experience our service, then they like our service, and that's how we are able to survive till now. So it was challenging as well because we are young, so a lot of times when you go to an optical shop, the bosses are always the uncle. So when they see a young person handling the shop, sometimes the confidence level is not there. But after they meet us, after they talk to us, after they go through the eye consultation with us, then it changed, and then a lot of our customers are now with us, and they spread about us through word of mouth, which is very powerful as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so in a way, what you did was you took all those negative naysayers, negative sayings from other people, you took that as your drive for motivation.
Yes, correct. Because for many years, people have always been saying that, it's not easy, it's going to be difficult. So instead of bringing myself there, I took all this and I feel, okay, now you think this way, I want to prove you wrong.
Correct.
I want to show them that it can be done, you just have to put in the hard work.
Yeah, correct. And usually is those people who have not done
yes, correct, you're
would
right.
say
90% of the people who say we can't do it, they are not business
and
owners
those people
to begin with.
who've already done it, they would say, just go for it. Right?
Correct,
just
you're
take
right.
the leap of faith.
That's very true. For most of the business owners, they would, encourage you to go because they know the struggle, they know it's worth it if you put in the hard work.
Yeah, correct.
Because some people, they haven't tried, but they just assume it's like that, and then they start to give. So I always believe that when you listen to advice from someone, you have to look at them. Are they a business owner as well? Have they gone through what you are going through before you can take their advice?
So maybe you can actually share with me, like, and also for those who are actually watching, do you have an advice for those people who actually wants to start up their own business? Like they are currently like in a normal job, right? A full-time job. They also want to take leap of faith, like yourself.
Okay.
So, but they don't know the next step, and they're not confident because it is so normal for Singaporeans to be in a system where it's safe, and a lot of people would say, "Oh, I still need my CPF." Right, and if I take this leap of faith, right, I wouldn't have any CPF in my account, right?
Correct. So I think definitely that's what we are taught since young when we go to school. That's what we are taught to take the safe route. But I believe that if you want to achieve success, you have to take the path less traveled.
Okay.
Right. If you take the path that a lot of people go, it's just a safe option. But if you want to be different, you cannot be doing the same thing but expect a different result. So you must be doing something different. Choose the path less traveled by people. Of course, higher risk means higher returns.
Correct.
Okay? But of course, we have to take calculated risk. So my advice for those people who wants to start a business, do something different, you should go for it. However, make sure that it is something that you have passion in. Make sure there's something that you have good knowledge in. Don't just go for the sake of you think, this thing is good, okay, I go for it, but you don't have knowledge in it, you don't have experience in it. Choose something that you have knowledge, you have experience, and you have passion. Then you will feel the worth of doing it. and you wouldn't give up so easily.
Yeah,
A lot of people, they give up because the things or the business model that they choose, it's not something that they have passion in, it's not something they have knowledge in, it's not something they are keen in, but because they think the money is good, so they start to do it. So the moment things get tough, they give up. But
I think that's the thing. A lot of people start their business. Their first intention is just money.
Okay.
And they don't give value to their customers.
Yes.
So in a way, after some time, it will actually
Die down. Yes, correct.
Right?
So you have to have the passion. Always think of helping people first, because if you are able to help your customers, trust me, the money will come in.
Just like how you help your customers for their eye care.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. So maybe one last advice or question. If you could actually turn back time, right, when you were 20-year-old,
Okay.
20-year-old Zahid,
Okay.
what would you advise him based in terms of business?
Okay. If I could meet my younger self and meet him, I would tell him to start earlier.
Start earlier.
Start earlier and have more confidence on myself. I started a little bit late because I lacked the confidence to do it myself. I was always waiting for the right time.
Right.
Alhamdulillah, I'm happy I finally started. I did. But of course, if I had started earlier, it would be better. And do not let people's comments affect you, because one of the reasons why I started late, because there were some people who keep telling me that I don't think you can do it, it's not time yet, you are too young, you're this and that. So when you take those comments seriously, you don't start to do anything different.
Yeah, you hold yourself back.
Yes, correct. It helped me back a lot of times when I was younger. So until I became more mature, I realized that I shouldn't be listening to all this. I did it, and Alhamdulillah, I'm where I am today.
Alhamdulillah, thank you so much for sharing your story and also your tips and advice for people who actually wants to take the leap of faith. So you guys can actually check out how do someone actually get an appointment?
Yes, they can call us. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We have a YouTube channel. So can get in touch with us, book an appointment, or just drop by our store. We have one in Golden Landmark and one more in Tampines, Block 201D. So you can just walk in our store and we'll be happy to serve you.
Yep. There's also a 10% promo code, Inspiring Spectacle 10. So just mention Inspiring Spectacle 10 and you get a 10% promo code from the House of Spectacle. Thank you so much, Zahid, once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Very inspiring story indeed.
Thank
you so much.